Clothing doesn't matter. Who you are when you wear it matters. It's not fashion. It's not taste. It's something you've done your whole life, and you've never named it. Why does an outfit motivate you? Not the clothes themselves. The outfit, the match, the harmony. Something happens in that moment. Something you feel but don't speak about. Most people say to look good. It's not. You're standing in front of your closet. You tried 3 different shirts with the same pants. You finally found the right one, and suddenly you felt ready. Not dressed. Ready. What are you actually preparing for? Not the meeting, not the date, not the day. Something else. Something inside you that you're preparing. And you've been doing this for years. Let me show you what's happening. There are 3 reasons. You've experienced all 3. You just never saw them together. You're running late. You grab the first thing you see. Jeans. A random t-shirt. You walk out the door. And all day, something is off. Not wrong, actually. Just incomplete. You weren't uncomfortable. You were unmotivated. Because clothing outfits don't dress your body. They organize your self-perception. When the outfit aligns, your identity is stable. When it doesn't, you feel like you're acting. You thought you were choosing clothes. You were choosing a version of yourself. The version you could believe in that day. That's why you can't focus when the outfit feels wrong. It's not the clothes distracting you. It's the distance between who you are and who you're trying to be that distracts you. And you've been doing this since you were little. Remember the first time you cared what you wore. Not because someone told you. Because you wanted to feel like someone. A specific someone. Confident, cool, put together, invisible. Whatever was needed that day. You do this everywhere. At work, you dress for the role you want to play. Not for the job, for the role. In relationships, you adjust your appearance based on how seriously you want to be taken. At home alone, you wear clothes that fit the person you're allowed to be when no one is looking. Your closet isn't storage. It's a gallery of yourselves that you keep in rotation. You buy something new. You adore it in the store. You bring it home. It sits in your closet for weeks. Not because it doesn't fit, because you don't know who you'd be if you wore it. I asked what you're preparing for. You're preparing to match. Not with the world. With the story you tell yourself about who you are today. Because a good outfit gives you permission. Permission to feel confident. Permission to take up space. Permission to feel like the person you're trying to be. You don't get that permission from the clothes. You get it from the alignment. When everything matches, the colors, the cut, the vibe, you stop questioning yourself. Not because you look better. Because the outfit reaches an agreement within itself. And that agreement feels like proof. Proof you're not faking it. That's why mismatched outfits feel like failure even if no one notices. You're not failing at fashion. You're failing at convincing yourself. You do this in conversations. You adjust your tone to the person you want them to see. You do this in decisions. You don't move forward until all the pieces feel aligned. You do this in relationships. You wait for everything to fit before you believe it's real. Your whole life you've been trying to feel inner clarity by waiting for outer alignment. But there's something you haven't noticed yet. The motivation you get from a good outfit fades. By midday, you forget what you're wearing, but the feeling remains. Why? Because the outfit did its job. It got you out the door, put you in the role. It gave the initial push, and after that, you don't need it anymore. You're wearing your favorite outfit, the one that always works. You feel good, focused, confident. Then someone compliments you, and suddenly, the feeling shifts. Now you're aware of the outfit, and the motivation starts to slip. Because clothing outfits don't motivate you. They remove doubt. When the outfit works, you stop thinking about how you look. You stop wondering if you belong. You stop second-guessing. And in that space, where the doubt was, motivation appears. That's why you don't feel motivated in sweats. Not because sweats are bad. Because sweats don't remove doubt, they confirm it. Remember that feeling of acting? It happens when your outside doesn't match your inside. When the outfit says one thing, and you feel another. The outfit doesn't motivate you. It just reduces the distance. This is how you live. You think motivation comes from doing the right thing. From wearing the right outfit. From saying the right words. From making the right choice. But it doesn't. Motivation comes from reducing the distance between who you are and who you're trying to be. And sometimes, a good outfit is the shortest bridge. You do this with your workspace. You can't start until everything is in its place. You do this with your routine. If the morning doesn't go right, the whole day feels off. You do this with people. You can't relax until you know they see you the way you want to be seen. You've built your whole life around this. Matching, aligning, coordinating. Not because you're a control freak. Because misalignment feels like failure. And you learned, if you control the outside, the inside will follow. But it never does. Not exactly. The outfit works until it doesn't. The routine works until it doesn't. The person works until it doesn't. And every time you go back to the closet, looking for another outfit that will make you feel ready. You're not shallow. You're not vain. You're not obsessed with appearance. You're trying to solve an internal problem with an external solution. And it works. It's just not permanent. What nobody tells you is this: the outfit that motivates you today won't motivate you next week. Not because it changed, because you changed, and the version you're trying to match keeps moving. That's why you get bored with your wardrobe. You need new things while the old ones still fit. That's why routines stop working. Relationships go stale. Strategies lose their power. You're not bored of things. You're bored of the version of yourself they represent. You keep changing the outside because you can't catch what's shifting inside. And it's exhausting. You're standing in front of the mirror. The outfit is perfect. Everything matches. You look exactly how you want it, but you still don't feel ready. And you realize it was never about the clothes. So why does an outfit motivate you? Because it gives you something to believe in. Not in the outfit. In the idea that if you get the outside right, the inside will align. And for a moment, it actually does. The clothes match. The image matches. You match. And in that brief moment of alignment, you stop doubting. You stop questioning. You stop wondering if you're enough. And motivation was always just that. Not a feeling. Not energy. Not confidence. Just a temporary absence of doubt. You were dressing to get permission. Permission to be who you already are. But you keep forgetting. You don't need the outfit to give it to you. You just feel safer when it does. And that need for safety, that need for external proof before you proceed, it shows up in places you'd never associate with an outfit. In the way you wait, in the way you prepare, in the way you hesitate until everything is aligned. The outfit didn't motivate you. It just made you feel allowed to start. So what are you actually waiting to feel ready for?